All right, guys, so we're gonna pick up where I left off at. I got several tools at my arsenal. And first things first, I'm gonna go through this bed and do a blitz weeding. All right, so the tools I have are, I got a trowel, a hand trowel. Then I've got a scuffle hoe right here. It has this D handle. It's a sharpened blade on both sides. You can tell it probably needs some sharpening. I've got a rake. And I've got a pointy tip spade for digging out the deep rooted weeds. And last but not least, I've got this Corona weed destroyer right here. It uses a plunging action. After you take these forked blades and stab it in the crown of the weed, and mostly it works best on prostrate weeds, which are weeds that are flat to the ground surface. You stab the fork right at the crown of the weed, and using a plunging action, you'll twist, and then you'll release this plunger right here. See that? It releases the weed. It pushes on top of the crown of the weed, and it pushes it out. I'll demonstrate. So here are the forks. You stick it right on the crown of the plant. Step on the tool, okay? Twist, pull out. It gets the entire crown of the plant out, all right? Then you use the plunger right here. You push on it, and it releases the weed. Hope you guys can see that. So this tool is very beneficial for people with back problems who don't like to bend over repeatedly. It's good for seniors, and it's just good for if you're lazy and you don't want to, like I said, repeatedly bend down and get back up, bend down and get back up. So it's definitely worth it. I think it's about 20 bucks. You can get it on Amazon. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and start in this corner right here. I'll go ahead and start back here, kind of off the back part of the shed, and then just work my way towards the front of the bed. Right here is a kangaroo pop-up bag. You could also get it from Amazon. They're really nifty. It's retractable, collapsible, and expandable. in this corner, I happen to have a lot of lamium. I used to have a lot of ferns, like Tennessee ostrich ferns, cinnamon ferns, Christmas ferns and such. But the weeds have taken over. Right here I happen to have a Buchanan rescue azalea. I planted this last fall. It appears to be doing okay. The other one, not so good because I've let the weeds taken over. Got a lot of pokeweed that's sticking up. I got to get it out from the root. Another rescue azalea gone. I don't know if you guys remember that video where I planted 2 Delaware whites alongside the shed. Well, they've both since died. Here's the other one over here. All right. Aside from dying foliage from the ferns, I think we've cleaned just about all the most obvious weeds from this area. Disregard behind the shed, but this whole area right here, we pretty much cleaned up all of the scruffy looking weeds. Again, that's lamium and some ferns. There's a little bit of ivy that I need to get rid of, but I think what I'm gonna do is just spray that. Up here you've got some Virginia creeper, which I'll go ahead and spray. As you see, I sprayed the rest of this wall. All right, so we're gonna move deeper into the bed. Hope you guys can see. So we seem to be losing a little daylight here. Call this a wrap for today. Clearly, well, not clearly, but you're not able